Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Minecraft, the quest for all biomes. Well, guys, today I meet you on the top of a giant sand pillar. Down there, even though you can't really tell, there's a whole bunch of sandstone, because it's all been cleared out of the sand that's usually on top of it. That sand has gone into helping clear out the water temple. Oh my word, even this episode, I keep forgetting what the name of that place is. Anyway, what we're going to do today, guys, is jump off of this giant tower. Make sure I got my lighter on first, yep. And then we're going to head out over that way and explore and see what we can find. So, there we go. We've jumped off and we are on our way. So, guys, how has your week been so far? Mine's been pretty good. Been getting a lot done. I think what we're going to try and do is land atop this little, somewhere along here. Let's see if we can land here. Yep. Ouch. That kinetic energy was a bit sore. So was that fall. Wow. Okay, that did a lot more damage than I was expecting to take right at the beginning of an episode. But, anyway. Just as when I was saying my week was good, too. Really? There we go. Eat some food. This guy's trying to follow us down here. Let's deal with him. Thank you. Alrighty, guys. So last time, we defeated the Wither, and as you can see by the damage on one of my pickaxes down there, I have been doing a lot of mining. Now some people have reported that the experience you get from mining with one of those is enough to keep a mending pick going. I guess I'm just not doing it right, because my mending pick is breaking while I'm mining, so maybe they just were in a very ore-rich area, because mining ore does give you experience, which should heal your your mending pick. And before any of you say, well, it's because you've got other equipment with mending, I even tried it with just the mending pick in my inventory, and no armor, no nothing else. So I know for sure that it wasn't that was making the difference. So if that is possible, I don't know. It certainly wasn't possible for me. But anyway, I just heard a creeper take some damage. No, that was a spider taking damage. Okay. Oh, and let's get away from here. So yeah, guys, this world seems very devoid of mesa biomes and mushroom forests. Mushroom forests. Not mushroom forests. We've seen mushroom forests. Mushroom islands. So let's hope that we can find some today. You should be able to, because they're not that elusive. Mesa biomes, at least. I know the mushroom islands are quite elusive. So I'm trying out in this area. We haven't really been to this side of the world yet, as far as my memory serves me, at least. So we should be seeing some new terrain. Now, I had a YouTube channel before this one a long while ago, and in that I did a exploration thing. I've always been one for exploring in Minecraft, but where I travelled up a river to see how far it would go, and it went a long way. I was quite surprised. It took me to some very interesting things in a much older version of the game than this one, though. So as we glide down to a stop here, let's keep running, and let's check out what's in this desert temple, see if it's anything good. I know you can find enchanted golden apples in these things, so that would be the dream. We haven't found one of those yet, and it's one of the achievements that we've still left to get here. And there's a skeleton trying to play dodgem with us over here. Can also hear a witch somewhere, but I can't see it anywhere around here, so as long as it doesn't try and drop in on us from there or something, we should be fine. Okay, so I'm going to eat some food over here. Almost said eat some dirt, because I saw dirt appear on the screen, but anyway. And then we run into the stupid glitch. Now all we need is for a mob to find us, and then we'll be in big trouble. Ugh. I really do not like that glitch, guys. Alrighty, here's some gold. Nothing too special in that chest. A diamond, that's nice. Also an emerald and some bones. Piece of iron. Oh, a whole lot of emeralds in this one. That's quite nice. Also some gunpowder. And some more bones. Thank you. And last but not least, an ordinary golden apple. Unfortunately, not the enchanted variety. Okay. But there is some more TNT down here, which is always good. So let's just collect all of that up, shall we? We shall. And make our way back up to the top. And get out of here and carry on our journey. That witch sounds much closer than it did a few seconds ago. Okay. Ouch. Oh, that's why, because it's right up top here. And that poison isn't going to help me much. Goodbye. Okay, let's make our way out of here. Did it break that block, or did I break that block? It's quite strange. I could have sworn that I had broken the block as I went in there. Anyway. I know I've got a creeper on my tail, but it's fine. We should be alright. Okay, let's carry on going outwards here and see what we can see. I can see that there's a vast desert in front of me, that's for sure. This world has no shortage of desert biomes. Alrighty. But it does have some spectacular scenery, as we've seen before in the past. So hopefully we find something awesome, or find an awesome biome. Yeah. So what are your guys' thoughts on what should be added in the next update? What should the focus be on? Because they've pretty much added a lot of the features that they were intending to add to the game over time. Sure, there's still areas for improvement, like one of the things that I'd like to see personally is a whole lot of different food supplies. I don't know if you quite get what I mean by that, but if you've ever played with a mod called Pam's Harvest Craft, that adds a whole variety of different foods to the game, that's just awesome. I like that. Just more crop variety and stuff like that, because basically, for myself at least, all I ever end up eating in this game is steak. And the reason for that is because it's the best and easiest to get food that there is. So we really need something that can compete with it in terms of, like, maybe if you get together like some veggies and a stew, you could make a proper stew, not like a beetroot stew or a rabbit stew, which is hard to get and stuff like that, but like a proper stew going together. And then you could get a lot more health, a lot more hunger refill, basically, so that your hunger wouldn't go down for a long time after that. Because right now, steak is just about the best option there is. Yes, I know there are foods out there that give you more saturation in your hunger, but they are not that good and easy to get as steak is. So we need to I think they need to try and tweak that somehow. That, I don't know, just my personal opinion. Another thing would be more weapon variety. I know they tried to do that with 1.9, which was supposed to deal with combat and all of that, but really, adding more speed and making the axe alrightish as a weapon doesn't really change all that much in combat. You need to add things like spears, which have more of a distance to them than one block hit range, like have a 2 or 3 block hit range away from the player, but maybe with a weaker attack but a bit faster in that range together. Then that gives a different option. Not worse or better than the sword, it just depends on the situation that you're in. Things like that, like a spear, or maybe like a throwing axe, or a chakram, or something along those lines, that will really change up the dynamic of the combat in Minecraft. Because right now, just the sword is just plain down the best weapon to use. Between the sword and the bow, nobody will ever wield a pick as their weapon of choice. You always go for the sword, unless you particularly like the idea of wielding an axe in Minecraft, or you want to deal precise damage that you don't do the sweep attack with the sword, you'll use the axe. So, combat really needs a proper update, like a whole bunch of new weapons, a whole bunch of new fighting mechanics that really change up the whole dynamic of it, so that it's, I think they went down the wrong path. They tried to change it mathematically instead of logically. So basically what they did is they said, okay, this is the swing speed, we're going to adjust that so that players can't spam click, and we're going to change it so that weapons each have a different tools, not different weapons, tools each have a different swing speed and stuff like that. So I think that was the wrong path to go down. Instead of going down that path, they should have said, okay, here's the weapons that people have used in history. Now, how can we see how that will affect how people will use them when they're playing with them? If they use axe, is it heavier? Is it slower to swing, but does it have more power and that sort of thing? what's the reach on the axe? What's the reach on a sword? Different types of swords. If you've got a dagger, how does that come into play? Just different weapons like that would really add a whole lot of variety to Minecraft. Also, let me duck down under here. Under the water in Minecraft, squids are the only thing. And also by the temples, the new guardians. But really, just the only thing that lives in the water in Minecraft is squids. That is so strange. I mean, you could have whales, sharks, dolphins, fish of all sorts and varieties. I mean, you can go fishing, but you can't see the fish in the water. So there's a bit of an incongruency there. Just, all these little things that can still be added to Minecraft that would just make the game a better experience. While saying that, however, I understand that with every new thing they add to Minecraft, that's another new thing that they then have to bug fix for and make sure fits with all the other things that they've already added. So I am grateful for all the things that we already have in this game, because there are a lot. I mean, from when I first started playing, all the way back in beta, 1.2 I believe it was, just before they added beds, that things have changed a lot, and for the better. This game is in a whole different space from when it was then, and is a lot more fun to play, more things to do. I mean, just a series like this wouldn't really have been possible back then, simply based on the fact that you would have run out of things to do very quickly. But now we've just got so much to see, and there's like rare things to find and to experience. The world seems so much more alive than it used to. It's come a long way since those days. And don't get me wrong, it was a fun game even back then. But now that it can really just take you away to another place, and I like that about Minecraft. But to get back on the topic of features that should be considered to be added, maybe something like a vertical half slab that goes up instead of across like that, because that is really needed. We've had the slabs that line the floor for so long. Slabs that line walls would just add such a nice dimension to Minecraft that isn't there. I don't know if any of you have ever used, I don't know how many of you are mod users. Floating flowers. We've got floating flowers over here, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, I don't know how many of you are mod users, but for those of you that do use mods, if you've ever used a mod called Carpenter's Block, that is amazing. Something like that in normal Minecraft would be such a game changer as to what type of buildings that you would see that people would be able to come out with. And there are some awesomely talented builders out there that can make amazing things with Minecraft that just, really expand your view on what is possible with the game. Let's eat some food before we starve. And then, so with something like Carpenter's Blocks being made part of the actual game, that would give them so many more options in their build. And I'm sure it would be a great feature. And here we get to see the little particles that are dripping down from this giant expanse of sand over here. Now, what was I saying? Yes. And it's not impossible for things that are mods to become part of the actual game. I mean, both pistons were originally... Piston was originally a mod. It wasn't a thing that was included in the game originally. They were added as a mod, and then eventually they were added by the Minecraft team as part of the game. So things like that would just, I don't know, really help the game as a whole. Also, Optifine. I do not know why Optifine is not a part of the vanilla game. So many YouTubers use it. I'm not using it myself because I'm trying to stick as close to vanilla as possible for this series. But a lot of YouTubers use it, and it really does help your performance. It helps how the game renders, how the game looks, all of that. That, added to normal Minecraft, would open up the game for so many more players that really struggle because their machines are too old or not able to cope with it. I know there's Minecraft Pocket Edition and the console editions of Minecraft now. There's even a Wii U version of Minecraft, which I never thought I'd see the day. But anyway, not to say it's bad. I haven't played it, but it's just Nintendo and Microsoft teaming up on something is quite surprising. But just the whole fact that mods have been added to the game in the past, and it really improves it. But what was it? Where was I going with this? Oh yes, performance-wise. I understand that there are other ways for people to play Minecraft, but to have that PC experience, just to sit in front of your computer for hours on end, enjoying building something from scratch that wasn't there before, and in the comfort of your chair, is really a completely different experience from anything else. And to open that up to more people can only be a good thing. So things like Optifine would, for those of them people that are not mod savvy, and I know it sounds crazy to people who are so used to installing and using mods, but for a first time mod user it can be a hectic experience to try and learn how to use these things that seem so foreign and out of your experience. But they can really benefit if they just there from the beginning. Anyway, that was a bit of a ramble on over there. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. We didn't really come across anything amazing scenery-wise, but yeah. Maybe what we should do, I'm thinking, is start making maps and start trying to map out the area around us so we can see where we've been, where we haven't been, and try and find out from there whether or not we've explored all around us, because there might be a mesa biome way closer to home than we think there is, but we just keep passing it by because we don't explore that one little patch of ground that it's in. Grand ground. Anyway, guys, as the sun is setting on this world right now, I think it's time for it to set on our little expedition out here. I hope you have all enjoyed it. And no, that's not a mesa in the distance. I know with the lighting like that, it does kind of look like it, but it's just the sun setting. So, I hope you've all enjoyed. As always, my name is Athais. Good night, and God bless. Bye.